We are bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Patriots of Sacramento taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Willis will look to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's third down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside the top 10, defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Sticking with Walker on second down. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ken Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
From the 31, here's second down and 2. Another run here with Dobbins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
This 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Willis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Willis now off play action. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful.
Now he's into the clear. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Ready.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Pats are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now they'll change things up. Dobbins going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things had not been going their way, but they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. The Bucs had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throw out wide to Walker. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Tua. And Walker has it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Out of the gun, Walker with it. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Willis. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Back to throw, Willis. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Patriots are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Come on.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half? And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ken Walker with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Going in motion left, that's Campbell. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. 68 yards. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, Tua looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. Finding space at the 40. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Tua to try again on second down. He completes this to Walker. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kenneth Walker, 15 yards. And the Buccaneers take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is Javier Thomas. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Willis now off of play action. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. They go play action with Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play action. Here's Willis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
20 TX.
Now Tua. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A give for Walker running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They get this out quickly to the left side, but he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Okay, ready?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check.
Willis. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Second down, here's Willis. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now Willis on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Willis, got to have this one. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Ready.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on second down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Trying the left side with Walker. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 218 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Pat Fryermuth. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Thomas. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, That's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead. You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner, but after a play like that.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
It was a quick throw completed by Willis. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Ready.
Here's Willis. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ken Walker, 27 yards. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing in the league.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
That ball caught by Campbell. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Ready? 19 Lions.
One final try here for Willis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so well.